Hello everyone, welcome to Fears to Fathom Norwood Hitchhike. That's how you say it. I've tried that about 4 or 5 times and finally got it right. But we're going to be starting a new mini-series of horror. This is another Fears to Fathom game. I think this is maybe one of the most recent ones. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But I'm excited. And I've played Fears to Fathom now, so I feel like I know what to expect. Right, let's begin. Episodes. There we go. I was like, I couldn't remember there which one we were playing because I'm so used to Iron Bark Lookout. But here we go. Episode 1. Fears to Fathom, episode 2. Sorry, episode 2. And maybe this is the second game they done then. June 16. Right, okay. Pretty sure this is a true story too, but don't quote me on that. I had to click it. Oh no, I don't. This happened to me when I was 19. I'm a little over 21 now. I still remember this very clearly because of how creeped out I felt. But I was hesitant to write this out for the internet at first. But getting it out may help, even if just a little bit. I was one of those people that loves gaming conventions. I love gaming, but I don't know if I'd like a gaming convention. I go to every convention I get the chance to. And sometimes even meet some of my online friends. Oh no. Though my parents weren't always thrilled at the idea of me going on interstate drives. I can't read. But a plane ticket would have been too expensive. This convention I was at went great. Well, that's good. And it was now the day to drive back home. But when I set off, I soon realised the traffic was horrible. I decided that I'd take the long way to avoid the traffic. It was a little over a 12-hour drive. 12 hours? No. No way. The longest I have driven a car, not myself, my parents, is 8 hours. And even that was way too long. Oh, here we go. Hopefully there's no loud radio. Right, hopefully that sounds good for you guys, because the first episode of Iron Bark, that was terrible. Some guy rapping. Right, let's not get out and walk this time, right? We're just going to slow our car down. So we've got... I don't know how to say that. Is it Aiden? Maybe it is. Okay, so he isn't coming back with us, because he's just said there, I had a good time. Thanks for joining me. Again, you sure driving all the way back? Okay. So we've read our messages. There's nothing there. It's just sort of a wee bit of backstory, as it always is. Let's continue the drive. Now, it's super dark outside. It's currently 11... Oh god, I've went the wrong side of the road. 11:01 for me the now. But you know what? I know what to expect with these games, kind of. So I'm not too bothered. Oh my goodness. Drive. What's that? Bins? Okay. Is there no, like... Driving at night is really therapeutic for me. It's the opposite. I can't think of anything worse. Headlights are so bright nowadays. Dad says, where did you reach? She said, still about 6 hours from the city, got stuck in a jam. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Near halfway through the drive I realised I was low on gas. That's just stupid. Goodness. No. Okay. The car, I think, might be starting to slow down because I can't drive it reckless. But I'm not... Oh my god, sorry. There was something that just flew in the windscreen there. I got the fright of my life. Dad says, I don't really like stopping to read these, but I know I have to, so tough luck. Told you to take that flight. Well, that's not helpful, because I'm not on the plane, am I? Hay fever's so bad again today. It's always bad when the weather's nice. Dad says, I was going to try and drive and read, but we won't bother. Oh, Holly, it's going to be late when you reach back. Hope you're feeling all right. And that is why, folks, you don't drive and text, because you might crash. Oh, no. Oh, it's a gas station. Well, I say oh, no. And then I said, oh, it's the gas station. But now I'm thinking maybe still oh, no. Because it's in the middle of nowhere. Really creepy. Not a fan. Just drive. Bang. We're fine. We scrape on the car. Never hurt nobody. Did it? Probably did, actually. Super not creepy. Do we have a torch? No, we don't. Can I get gas? Like, am I being a silly Billy? And try not to go and swear as much, because I did realise I was swearing like a sailor in my last few videos. No, because I need fuel. What's on the table? People having like drinks and stuff. Cool. Right. Hello, sir. Hi, ma'am. Hi, can I get $10 on pump 2? Mum's text says, but we'll check in a minute. Bro says, you heading to the bridge by yourself? The bridge? The Norwood Valley Road. I mean, not a lot of people head down there at this time of the year. Be careful. Thanks. I'm not joking, ma'am. Be careful. It's not safe out there. For how about a century? How now? My God. Dyslexia. For about a century now, many people have been going missing down there. Oh, of course they have. And people who went looking for them never returned. There's probably a troll under the bridge or something. Locals say the Norwood Valley monster, had torn them up and hung them upside down on trees. Cool. You heard about the Norwood Valley. How's your night going? Let's be creepy at him. We'll reverse it. He just looked at me. He's like, why are you talking to me? Okay, well, that guy doesn't want anything to do with this. Oh, and one more thing. If you see a woman in a white or blue gown trying to get a ride, do not stop. Just step on the gas as hard as you can. Why? Some people say that she died in a car accident there on prom night. Some say that she seeks vengeance after she was murdered there. Regardless, she's out for blood. I'm so paranoid. Last time I was filming, my boyfriend kept interrupting and giving me the scare. So I'm just a wee bit on edge. Whatever you do, never ever under any circumstance pick up a hitchhiker. I'm for that. Sorry, but you got to walk the whole way because I'm not trying to die. Those people out there on the road putting their thumbs out, they ain't what you think, ma'am. They just ain't. Thanks so much, sir. When I was in primary school, we had to do creative writing and we were given like a very small prompt. It's fine, it's just a guy. We were given a prompt and told like make up a story. And so I remember the prompt was something about a hitchhiker and you had to come up with it, and it's just a truck. And I remember I said that the hitchhiker was like, got in the car and then the radio was on and it was describing like someone who just escaped from prison. So anytime I hear about hitchhikers, I think back to the story and I think, probably not. Okay, let's go get some dog food for the dog. The poor dog's not eating. And we're at a shop. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I'd like to buy dog food. Imagine I didn't pay. I thought about it there. I thought, can I just walk out the shop? But obviously not. Oh, the music's picked up. Music's picked up quite a bit. How do I get petrol? That is my question. Is there something in here? No, I don't want to lose my stuff. No, don't lose your bag. Don't lose your bag. Goodness. Okay, none of that's helpful. The bag's sort of peeking for the front, but it's fine. I always get myself into these predicaments. Right, go. There we go. Happy days. Right. Let's reverse backwards and get this car. Nope. The pump might be this one. Because pump 2. Oh, see, you think after playing the other Fears to Fathom I would actually listen, but apparently I don't. So, right, okay, well that's fine. Now I know what to do. We're good. One time we were visiting my grandparents down south, and we had to drive an hour and a half to theirs. And it was like one of these really dark, creepy roads at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're driving back to the airport. Sorry, I just realised there was text there and I've been talking over it. And every single one of them looks just like you and me. Oh my god, we're going uphill. Oh no. Why she turned her headlights off? Hello? Oh, did I do it? Watch it like put the person right in front of us. God, I'm a wee bit scared now. Because of the hill, but it's fine. It didn't happen. Oh my god, is that something? Headlights. Oh my god, there's someone there. No, there's a car in front of us, it's fine. Wait, I'm a wee bit... Well, if this car crashes, then it's like the story of her on her prom night crashing. Oh, is that why we're turning our headlights off to not dazzle the driver in front? Goodness. I can't see. That's the point. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm actually... Hello? Why is she not speaking? Are you not scared that your headlights aren't on, hun? Sorry, I crashed into a tree because I can't see anything. Am I being dumb? Is it me? Okay. Ah, there they are. Oh my god, and she's speeding up quite a bit, isn't she? Oh, that mad music's on. I hope it's not too loud. Oh, because it'll be any moment now because we've been driving for quite a bit. Oh no, is this a bridge? This is the bridge. Okay, here we go, everyone. Brave faces. I was going to say this cold's came back. But it is the hay fever as well. I don't know if she said this because I'm a terrible driver in this game, or if she actually is a terrible driver. Where's that car that was in front? No. Girl. It's building up. It keeps making us lose headlights and stuff so that, you know, you're kind of caught off guard when you see this person. You have to slab your brakes on. Sorry, I'm really scared. Okay, that car stopped there. We don't need to see. We don't need to see. Oh my god. Oh, I'll hit the rabbit. So sorry. Let's just listen to the radio for a full... Nope, don't you dare cut out 12-hour drive. I'd have the old music on. Maybe at High School Musical or something. You'll keep the vibes up. There's this very weird thing about this night. Oh no. Shut the heck up. Though I could drive past the logs, but those wouldn't budge. Here we go. Oh my god, so someone just walked past the car. Woohoo! But I didn't think much of it at the time. Those were heavy. Well, look at you. Incredible Hulk. Oh my god, see if I go in the bushes and... No. No, I'm scared. No, I'm scared. Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Brave faces, brave faces, brave faces. I just keep telling myself that because honestly, get in that car, don't even look. I had to move the log. The log was moved. What do you mean? Right. No, it's moved. It's moved. Nah. Listen. The log is moved, right? Whoever's telling you that is lying. Big time. It's not talking about this log, is it? Talking about... Oh my god, the music's changed. Does the log keep moving? Right. Are you moved? Right. Everyone look at that log, right? Before we get back in the car. There we go. Okay. Let's just go. Let's just speed away. Women. Oh my god, our car's not starting. Oh my god, our car's not starting. The car wouldn't start back up yet. Oh my god. Close your eyes. It's fine. See if you look down. Nothing's bad, right? No, I'm gonna have to check the engine. Oh my god. Ooh, okay, be brave. And just like that, I was shouting in the middle of nowhere with no phone service, and we can't even say anything because it's so dark. No. I didn't mean to get in the car. I'm not saying that I was starting to believe whatever the bill crap the gas station clerk pulled. But I wouldn't be lying. But I would be lying if I say I didn't feel the slightest bit of unease. Oh my god, I'm actually terrified. No, don't get back in the car. Throughout my life, I was told not to take rides from strangers. Oh my god, is she the hitchhiker? But at that moment, I had no choice. I was scared to think how long it would take for someone to pass. Plot twist. I wasn't expecting... Oh no, the dog food. Okay. Oh, 10:23 p.m. Now I don't remember what time she went into the shop at, so I don't know how long it's been. But, goodness. Goodness. Can we get the dog food as well? I saw a car nearing. No. Hello. Please. Please. Sir. Ma'am. Person. Someone. Pure evil. No, I would disagree. I didn't understand how somebody could leave another human being stranded like that. Because it could be a trap. They could be waiting to hitchhike your... Not hitchhike. What's the word when you... Oh, what's that word when somebody, like, gets in your car and points a gun to you and says, get out your car? No, I can't remember. Oh my god, my headlights. This is so awful. Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Hello, sir? Oh god, is he gonna stop for us? No, this is the end. She better say goodbye to her family. I'm not even kidding, because they're saying she left her dog food as well. Can I go back and get the dog food? Ready, Chuck? So sorry, right, you know what, we're just gonna go to the window. Oh my god, you're the girl from the gas station. Thanks so much for stopping. What are you trying to do out here? I think my car just broke down. I can't call for help. There's no phone service. You think I can get a ride? Where are you heading to? Just up the road. Just the nearest place I can stop. Hop in. Okay, well, hurry up. Just throw it in the back. I won't be here for too long. Okay, either the guy's super freaked out. Can we go get the dog food? No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. So sorry, dog. So sorry. Hurry up. I need to... Can you help me get my stuff? Now, he might steal her back and drive off. There's a very high possible chance of that happening. Yeah, so she was getting the dog food. She's not leaving her dog stranded, which is good to know. As a kid, I wasn't scared of the dark, but now, as an adult, I'm terrified. I don't know why, I just don't like it. Something about the dark that makes me uneasy. Oh, I could have got it all at once. So sorry. I don't know, I feel like he's going to be the dodgy guy. It says I'm the hitchhiker, but I'm so confused. We're on our way. Hello? Okay. Well, this is... I don't know. In this situation... I don't know what I would do, actually. Because she's so far away from her parents. There's no taxis. There's no cell service. So, won't you tell me who you are and where you're going? Yeah. Oh, God. It's okay. I wouldn't trust me either. Okay. Okay. That's weird. Jason. What? My name's Jason. Nice to meet you, Jason. You're not getting to know my name. I mean, like, at this point, I would honestly just think I am gonna get murdered. To be quite blunt, because, oh, you're really lucky I had to be on this side of the town tonight. I must say, you are a brave young woman. Yeah, I am. So don't think of anything, buddy. You got any clue what happened to your car back there? I think it was a battery. Are you sure? It's my dad's. It's pretty old. Yeah, and guess what? My dad's on the phone. He's not, but he could be. He's a policeman. We all used that as a kid, didn't we? So, what do you think about... So, what do you think about what he told you back at the gas station? Oh my god, this is this guy. He's not the clerk. I didn't listen to a single word. He's funny. Interesting. Idiot tells that to every person travelling down here. So, is it true? What, the monster? Let's see, I've never seen the monster for myself, but there are some things, and I'm afraid your car breaking down could have been one of them. But just remember this, you don't bother them and they won't bother you. Okay, happy days. Cool beans. You know, I'm sorry for being a jerk to you before. I'm not the best with people. Okay, he's... Something about him still not make me feel easy. Okay, well, so we're the hitchhiker. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I did expect somebody else. So that was a nice wee surprise. 12:08 a.m. Right. After a little bit of small talk, he dropped me by a motel. Apparently, they offered roadside assistance. Besides, I thought I could use a little rest. Be careful, there are all kinds of people out there, he said ominously before leaving. No. No. Okay, well, she's barely got any money, but we're gonna go see. Oh, for goodness sake. The man was putting out the creepiest vibes imaginable. Thank you for that word. Gal, need a room to shack up for the night. How much is it for a room? 40 for pay cash only. I mean, I've got no choice, do I? Here's what I would do. I would say that I need a room for the night, and then while I'm in that room, I quickly call a taxi, because if I tell them I want a taxi, then they might try and murder me then. But if I tell them that I'm going back to my room, then he'll think I can murder her while she's sleeping, and I won't be there. So you got, yeah, you got absolute pranked. 98, Tommy will take care of it the next thing in the morning. Okay, I'll let Tommy know. And one last thing, they always do this. Try not to wake the other guests. Oh, that's fine. They might not take very nicely to it. Okay, thanks so much. Let me have a look at your creepy paint. No, your creepy lady. What's that say? Me bags. Dog food. All the important stuff. What does it say? Not approved for... occupancy. Does that mean they're not... Yeah, they're not allowed to... I can't read that well, but I think that means they're actually not allowed to have anyone in the motel. That's that one. 3, 4. Oh, we better not, but that's fine. It's not a room. 9. I text her back. Apparently not. Room 9 with a weird goop outside. Actually, no, I think it's just leaves. It was nice and warm inside. Okay, where's my bed? Except there's a smell, a musky smell you get from old houses. Oh God, crouch. Where's my bed went? Is anyone else concerned that there's no mattress? Oh my God, we have to do this at some point, Emma, because that's why it's only gave us a bit of the blinds. Superman. Don't tell me I can hide in here. No, no, no. I was thinking Sabrina Carpenter, please, please, please there for some reason. Is this a door? Hello? No. Okay, so I can hide in there, so that's fun. Said no one ever. What are you doing in my room?
Excuse me, what the actual fuck are you doing in my house?
He. I'm Tommy, room service. Here at the Roadway Inn, the finest stopover in North. Huh? You know, cleaning stuff. The guy, I'm gonna have to ask you to step outside while I make the room myself. Okay. Bye. Weirdo, look at him. Look at his teeth. I'm just gonna close that door. Right. Well, that was totally not expected. Very creepy. The heck? Bro, you need help. Okay, this is his truck. Should we just rob him? You know, he scared us. Let's go scare him. Hi, your weird brother friend is there. Goodness. Actual scared me so much. No. I know she only has 2 hands, but I thought maybe like video game physics we could, you know, just cheat. I didn't like that, and I don't know why he was just waiting there. You know, 9 times out of 10 when someone walked in a room, you would announce. Can I throw this at you? Hey, take that, bitch. You would announce, oh sorry, I'm still cleaning, I'm still doing this, I'm still doing that. He's just hiding there, laughing. He's a dodgy guy. I don't want him near my car. Don't want him near my car at all. Oi, bitch, oh, take that. Oh God, see if I was her parent, I would literally drive up here. I wouldn't care. I know my mum and dad would. They would literally just drive up. And even if it took them like 3 days, they would absolutely hate this, and I would hate this too. Hi. You're so creepy. Oi. I had a word with Joe about the situation. What is wrong with these people? Mercy, mercy, mercy. He's probably religious. But don't worry, it's safe here. I go get your car. And also, the room's phone is not working. If need anything, just ask the front desk. We've been trying to get it fixed, but we haven't been seeing enough guests lately here. He. But you have a good night. No, well, you know what? You don't, because you're a weird guy. And that... Check, there's no one else in my bathroom. Oh my God, he's locked it. Oh my God. I got quite scared. Okay. I didn't lock my door, and I'm slowly falling asleep after there was a weird man in my room, and I'm still not happy about it. I don't think I'm meant to go to sleep. Can I get out of bed? Oi. Oi. Peeping Tom. Are you playing at, son? Nah, hold on. We need to sort this out with the front desk. I am not having this. A hot of cup coffee. I thought a hot of cup coffee. A hot of cup a coffee. A coffee cup. A hot of coffee. I don't know. Hello. Do you sell coffee in here? You've got a weird brother that's a creep. No, he doesn't. Okay. I think outside this might have coffee. Oh my god, consuming these increase your sprint speed. No, 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 no. They have better curtains than me. Hold on a minute. None of them have those crappy blinds. Ah, here we go. Coffee. We just want a boring old coffee. No? Consume. So this helps me stay awake. Right, okay, here we go. The creepiness is back because we... What did I press? The fuck? This way, that way, forward and backwards over the irises. A bottle of rum to fill my tum, and that's the life. Watch him be there. This is dodgy. Because she's like a 19-year-old girl as well, which does not help yet. No. He's going to be here, isn't he? He's going to be here, isn't he? He's going to be here, isn't he? But I need to go to my bed. I need to go to my bed. This is terrifying. This is so creepy. The other one was like creepy because I don't know, it was just like the cult, but this, something about this is really like realistic. Right, 3:18 a.m. Oh no, I was sedated. Oh my god. This is horrifying. This is so horrible. You said the phone was broken. There's someone in the room. Hold on. I can hear walking. Is he at my window again? He's gonna be there, isn't he? I have to look at my monitor because I just can't see anything. Okay, here we go. No jump scares, no jump scares, no jump scares, no jump scares. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Do you know what? Close that door. Why did I do this to myself? Oi, oi, listen up. Oh. I didn't specifically tell you not to wake anyone. I didn't. I have complaints. What are you making all those goofy noises for? What? Whatever it is, just keep it down, miss. Mention the coffee. Is that why your eyes are all red? Yeah, I'm on to you, son. Are you messing with me? No, we don't have no coffee machine here. It's right over there. Okay, okay, here. I've just had enough of you. Okay, here. I've had enough of you crazy goodens here. For once, I thought we had a sober guest, but I guess I'm the crazy one here. It's the weird Tommy guy. I hate my job. Yeah, I hate you, but here we are. My god, there's no coffee machine. Go back to the room. I swear it was right here. I say go back now. Okay. Okay. There should be some medication in your room that should offer you some relief. Check the table by the TV. Why are you giving guests medicine? You weirdo. Oh my god, this is so creepy. He's gonna drug me again, isn't he? Right, let's just... No. No. Oh my god. Okay, other monitor. By the TV. See, no offence, but she's a little bit of a silly billy for just taking random pills that he's offered her. Massive silly billy. So, you know, what's up with that? Why is she just taking random pills? Nah, I'm not drinking none of their dirty stuff again. I mean, he's gave me pills. If anything, she should take this as a sign not to take them. I like that show. I'm actually terrified. This is not okay. I mean, why would you just take random pills though? Like, be for real. Is it me doing that to the blinds? Yes. Oh! Oi! Listen up. The music started. No, you're not you know what? You're not getting that door open because I don't believe you're even there. You know what I'm gonna do? Should we answer the door? Are they just gonna keep knocking? I think we should answer the door. I might regret this.
Getting the woman's angle on this story?
Hello, I was editing this and I just had a quick thought. So see how when the guy comes into the room, he ends up walking a bit before seeing the other guy and then hiding. And if they are working together, like the end of this video, like people basically theorized, then maybe what they do is if they can't find the person they're going to obviously attack, then they act as if the whole time he was the good guy. But maybe if she was lying in bed and he had gotten her, then he would have joined in the plan. Oh my god, is that the end of the game? To this day, I find it really weird that the manager interfered not to get the police involved, as it would have affected the motel's reputation and let go of the situation. I believe that the town could have been home to a cult or a drug ring or possibly something even worse. Tommy arrived with a car after what felt like a year. I never went on long road trips again. I would always take aeroplanes. Is that the game over? Oh wow, that was very quick. How is she even driving? Oh, that's how the car's driving to me because it's got such a dark screen, I couldn't tell. Okay, well, that was a very quick game. I'm shocked because genuinely it was so creepy. God, the motel guy was there, but like, why was he there as well? Did he see him walk into the room? And why did he tell me to go back into my room? Okay. Well, that was good. I enjoyed it. Very short game. It's taken me just under an hour to film that. So this will be one episode, which is good. But yeah, now we're going to have a little bit of a look into the true story. Right, I'm going to watch this explanation and I'll include some interesting bits if I find anything.
Also passed by a white van that many key observers did note right away. I fully believe that he is the first major piece of this puzzle. As the cashier tells us the story, unbeknownst to us, there's a man outside who is actually messing with our car. It was actually the man who passed us in the van a little bit earlier. Right when we were about to walk outside and catch him in the act, the cashier stops us with a one more thing. He tells us that if there is a woman on the side of the road or any hitchhikers, do not stop. This is important for two reasons, one of which I'll mention soon, but the most important thing in this moment is he prevents us from seeing the man messing with our car. If we leave quickly, we see him walking away from the car towards his white van. If the cashier did not stop us, we could have caught him in the act and been too afraid to carry on our way, or called the police. We could have missed him completely depending on where we parked, because of the cashier's actions. I don't think that this is a coincidence. It's worth noting that the van drives in the direction that we are headed. Whenever we ask him something, anytime we bother him, he just says, big mistake. As we're driving, the lights start to flicker on and off, indicating mechanical issues are happening. Somehow the lights flickering on our car weren't even worth a comment from narrator Holly. As we're driving, we run into a car. In no other video or article I read was this mentioned or thought of as significant, but this is a huge moment for many reasons. I want you to look at this car and keep it in the back of your mind as the story progresses. Put a pin in it for now. But in this moment, I believe that the car is slowing us down. It's slowing us down on purpose. For a little bit, he's driving really slow, and no matter how hard we try, we cannot pass him.
That's
then
so
he
true.
races off, never to be seen again. I believe that the guy in the van is preparing the logs on the road, and this car is checking on us to make sure that the car is malfunctioning and making sure that we don't blow past their trap before it's ready. There are fresh, unbroken tire tracks, so this was placed very recently. I believe by the van in the car that passed us.
Good point.
I also found road close signs at the hotel we're about to be taken to. I think it's another way of trapping people. Why would a hotel need those? As time and cars pass, Holly remarks that people are pure evil for not stopping. This is why I think that the cashier is a little bit more sinister than I first thought. I believe that he tells everyone who stops the same story. Under no circumstances should you stop for a hitchhiker.
Oh my God.
I believe that he's trying to help out the other guys, which I will now refer to as a cult. Perhaps he doesn't know who the victims will be, so he tells every single person to have his bases covered. Now, no one will stop for Holly, except for those involved. And of course, not scared to do so because they know the story's made up. I do not think it's a coincidence that the only person who stops is the customer from the shop, Jason, who was just wandering around the store, not looking at anything in particular. I think he felt really guilty about what was going on, or he didn't want to give himself away, which is why he wouldn't talk. I also believe he was just wasting time until it was his turn to participate in the plan. It is so hard to hear even with studio quality headphones, but when he arrives and a little bit into our drive, it sounds like people are talking and clapping, a very unusual radio station to be listening to. It sounds a little cultish to me. As Jason talks more, he hints that he knows our car was deliberately tampered with and tells us, if you don't bother them, you don't be bothered. I think in the store when we tried to talk to him, we were bothering them by asking questions. I think that's why he only answered, big mistake. Jason reveals that the cashier does in fact tell that story about not stopping for hitchhikers to everyone who goes in the store. This reinforces my theory that the only person intended to pick us up was Jason, and now he's free to take us where the other men or cult members are that can do us harm. We can clearly see upon entering that this hotel is condemned, a little place that is not meant to be open.
Yeah, that's what I had noticed, but I couldn't figure out if it actually was real.
Obviously, no one's staying unless they are stranded or they're brought there. And now we meet the clerk, Joe. In my gameplay, I joke that Joe looks like the brother of the gas station cashier. They look similar and they're dressed similarly. I don't think it's a far cry if they're working together that they could be related.
Oh, well.
Joe tells us about the roadside assistance that they offer. I find it really interesting that no one who dissected this game was at all bothered that a condemned hotel has roadside assistance.
I was a bit freaked out when we arrived there. I was like, why do they have like a mechanic? But then I thought of like every Scooby-Doo episode where they break down and they're like, oh, you stay at this hotel and we've got a mechanic who lives next door. But yeah, that is a very weird situation.
It seems obvious to me that this is to retrieve the cars easily and to keep people from looking for us if they found the abandoned car, as we'd just be handing over the keys. There's nowhere to work on a car here. As we wander around, we hear some weird cult-like propaganda chatter from room 4.
Oh my God, the door's open.
This gave me the same vibes as what Jason was listening to at first. I really thought it was actually the same the first time I played, but Jason sounds more like clapping and many people speaking. This sounds more like a leader speaking truth.
Now, obviously, that was the room that the coffee machine, I think, is outside of. If I had known that, I would have went there and witnessed the same thing, but I wandered around for like 5 minutes and then realised the coffee machine was there, so that's quite an interesting thing.
Talk about the car outside of room 4. In my work, I know that any added detail is a discussion, a process. It's a lot of work, especially when you have to code all the O's and 1s to get something like a bumper sticker on a car. I wondered for a while, why would it be on there? It had to be deliberate. My first guess was that mobile is usually the gas station for your Fathom games, which would tie him to the gas station cashier. But then I realized this is the car that deliberately blocked and slowed down Holly. I think the bumper sticker was Ray LL's way of giving us a little clue to work with if we were keen. Tommy is insistent that we leave. When we come back, he has somehow talked to Joe at the front desk despite telling us that her phone doesn't work.
Yeah, that was weird.
I may add that there's no cell phone service in this room. Interesting. After we bring everything in, we are relaxing in bed when someone stops and waves at our window. If you get up fast enough, you can actually see it's the man from room 4.
I was too scared in case, like,
this next moment is perhaps the most problematic for most fans of the game, who think it's stupid and unrealistic. No one knows why this elaborately strange event happened, but I actually think that there's an answer, although I do agree it's elaborate. I'm talking about the moment when Holly decides she can't sleep. She leaves her room, somehow brave enough, after a strange man just waved in her window. She crosses the parking lot and gets a coffee from the machine beside room 4. This is a strange move because it wasn't ever a guarantee that Holly would want coffee or feel comfortable enough to leave her room. Why drug coffee in a huge vending machine that has to be rolled out and plugged in across the parking lot, rather than say, leave a complimentary coffee machine in the room. I think I have the reason, which I'll say in a moment. But first, we must discuss the next part that also confuses and angers people. Once we finally make it back to our room after being drugged immediately after drinking the coffee, we lay down and fall asleep. As we start to wake up,
hear when we're drugged, like that weird chanting that she was talking about earlier. So that's, I just noticed that there.
our phone rings. We hear someone scramble off into the closet. Then it takes quite some time for Joe to show up at our door. The only discussion about this moment I've seen over and over is that someone was doing us harm while we slept, and then Joe came to address complaints of goofy sounds. Everyone thinks that Holly was abused in her sleep, but I think they were actually preparing to kidnap her. I think that the goofy sounds were made up, and they were actually preparing to kidnap her, and she woke up. As you can see by this scarce parking lot, I don't think there are other guests that would complain about goofy noises. I am certain that Joe saw us wake up. His monitor is off when we arrive, and he doesn't have a book or anything. He's just standing there staring at nothing. I think he watches the cameras that are placed and didn't want us to see it on the monitor, so he turned it off. If he is watching, he would have saw Holly waking up and called on the phone that doesn't work to warn the guy who's preparing to take us that we were about to catch him, which would complicate things. Joe coming to the room was simply to get us out so that the man could escape. That is the only time the phone works while we are there. This is the moment I struggled with for a while because it doesn't make any sense why Joe would interrupt and ask us to walk all the way to the machine and then tell us to take medicine and hide in our room. It truly makes no sense at all. For one thing, they'd have a hard time getting the dude out of the room stylistically, and you'd miss out on a major trip through the parking lot. All the controls are backward. You have to admit that it was pretty cool when all the controls switched. As we get to the coffee machine spot, how many of you noticed that the trunk was open? Everyone thinks that Joe's our hero, but I truly believe he was going to shove us in this trunk. The only way we'd willingly walk to that spot while we're compromised is to prove something to someone we see as an ally. I believe that our stuff was suddenly organized because they're probably going to take it and us to wherever they take people. So why the change of hearts? Why'd he give us medicine instead of shoving us into that trunk? The only reasoning I can think of is how we were talking and acting. Maybe he thought that we were a minor. People who are 19 can easily look a little bit younger. Or maybe he just felt bad for us and decided to let us go and he would deal with the other guys later. Or maybe this is just what they do. Maybe they just play with some people. Obviously, they had the antidote. The clerk clearly knew about the drugging and the antidote drugs in the drawer and advised Holly about them, but offered no deeper explanation. Nor did Holly ask a damn thing about it. So this happens a lot, or they at least have the means to call an audible. So we get back to our room, someone takes our picture. I don't know why nobody's talking about this, but it is pretty significant. We start hearing culty sounding whispers. Listen. And then to me, during my gameplay, it sounded like 3 different people. We start hearing a lot of hello. That means that multiple people could be waiting at our door, but only one appears to break in.
Hello. 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 Hello.
This made my skin crawl. This is horrible.
I truly think at this point they are just having fun with her. Joe comes in after and hits the man. I truly think he pretends to hit him. And
here's one of my thoughts, which is a very outlandish theory. But when he comes into the room, he might go to kidnap her, and then maybe part of their show is if like you've then got to trust the guy, the main reception guy. Maybe that's like it, like, you know, he's like, oh, I saved the day, and it just so happened that her car was ready, and maybe they'd seen too much for them to like go for it. Maybe there was something to do with text messages, she called someone saw them. Just that bit is the weirdest bit, because if he is part of this, which it seems like he is, then why did he punch the guy? Let's hear her thoughts on it, because this is a great video, by the way. Very informative.
And insists that he doesn't want to involve the police as it would affect the hotel's reputation. Folks, let's think about that for a second.
Quick thing as well. Maybe usually when they do this to their victims, they don't wake up after being drugged, and they can easily put them in the trunk and transport them to wherever they're going. But she's woke up too many times that they're like, oh shit, like they can't go through with it now. Maybe, I don't know. That was my theory. And then I realised that if she had seen so much, they would probably kill her more, because then she couldn't go to the police. I don't know.
The motel is unfit for occupancy. It has no reputation. He just didn't want to throw heat on something that they do over and over again. It's just a false sense of the situation being over now that the guy is allegedly hurt. Let's be honest, Joe just swaggers on in casually
Yeah, I was wondering why
and
he
goes
was
right to
there.
where the guy is without checking or being scared. It seems rehearsed. Let's finally see everybody who's involved for the very first time. The person or people in white wandering around in the forest may be warning the other guy that the car is on its way. This could also be the red car with the bumper sticker, as it comes from that direction later. The white van to tail them, compromise them, and trap them.
Oh, this is somebody who's like
The
went
cashier
outside
at
the
the gas
game
station to make sure
to be able to see what's happening. I was like, how? When did this happen, this scene?
no one stops for anyone.
That is really
Jason
like
to pick
smart,
them up.
you know, like I would never have thought that even was the case.
Room 4 to drug us and stalk us, and it seems to be the same man as the white van. The red bumper sticker car to slow us down and to take us. Joe to secure the room and to watch over the whole thing. And Tommy to get the cars. I think that the whole town is working together to either kidnap people or do harm, or at the very least mess with people for fun. All with a very culty overtone of sounds and whispers from their cars and rooms. Jason warns us ominously before dropping us off that there's all kinds of people. I truly think it takes all kinds of people for an operation to run that smooth.
And I very much enjoyed the game, and I like going through and watching breakdowns. Like I did it with Iron Bark Lookout yesterday or the day after that, just because I was really curious if anybody had found the real place, and a lot of people had said it was, oh god, I can't remember, a certain park in Oregon or something like that, and it probably happened in like the 1970s or something like that. I remember sort of details like that, but I thought we'd actually watch one together because it was very interesting. Okay, so that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed that game very much. It was really creepy. I enjoyed the breakdown that we watched at the end. What a mad situation. I'm never going to hitchhike, and even if I was, that would definitely put me off it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Fun fact, there's actually a hand sticking out of the trunk of the red car when you're driving. Okay, so there's a few missed details about the car. So when it's slowing Holly down on the road, a hand is poking out of the trunk. Also, when it's parked at the motel outside room 4, oh my god, it is there. When it's closed, you can hear breathing coming from it, implying someone is still inside.